What's up, guys? Welcome to the podcast. This is an epic one. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube, you like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Keep the pod alive. Keep supporting. Thank you for all your support. Guys, some announcements. I am bringing my full one-man show on the road. The full 1 hour thing. It's coming on the road. I'm super excited. I want to see you all out there. I'm going to be hitting New York on January 17th, Chicago, January 29th, and then I'm going to be in Denver, February 25th, Casper, Wyoming, February 27th, February 28th, Colorado Springs, and then I'm going to be San Francisco, March 25th, and then April 9th, I'm going to be in San Diego, and then we're going to be in Bozeman on February 6th, JT and I, as well as Cincinnati and Columbus, March 18th, March 19th. Get your tickets at chadandjt.com. Stokers of Stoke Nation, welcome to the podcast. I'm here with my compadre, Jean Thomas. What up?
Boom clap, Stokers.
We're here with the father of Stoke, Brad Fuller.
Happy to be back. I always love coming back here because when I do come back, it's because something is worth talking about, and I'm excited what we're going to talk about. And I love seeing you guys. It always makes me happy to see you. And I start frothing, and it raises my Stoke to an epic level.
I feel it all over my body, John. Buzzing, dude. There's an electric current running through me.
Dude, like freaking wise. Yeah. Then we're here with Kevin Etten. Kevin wrote Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent and Anaconda, which is coming out, that Brad produced on Christmas Day.
That's Kevin produced it with me.
I did.
And he produced
it. We did it together, but I've been watching you guys doing your thing for such a long time.
Oh, get out of here.
So this, no. I told Brad, I was like,
no, we started talking about you guys.
He was like, are you nervous about the movie this week coming out or next week, December 25th? And I was like, no, this is right here. This is the arena where I need to prove myself.
Well, happy to do conversational combat.
Yeah, exactly. Now
it's hardly combat.
I know. I'm not trying to
the death,
frame it that way.
Not even close. Not even close.
How are you guys feeling with your movie coming out? The Anaconda remake?
Well, look, you never know what's going to happen with the movie. That's the crazy thing about it. You work for years. I mean, Kevin, I've been working on this, for 3 years now? 4 years? And it all gets decided on a Friday.
Yeah.
I mean, it literally all gets decided on a Friday. And that's a terrifying thing. And sometimes it goes really well and it's the greatest thing in the world. And sometimes it does not go well.
But we already know that it's gone well because we like the movie.
We love the movie.
And you guys have test screened it?
A million times, it feels
8 times.
I've never tested a movie more than we tested this movie. It has never occurred. Every week we tested this movie.
Do comedies need that more than
Yes, I never
films?
made a comedy before. Yeah. So, with a horror movie, it's a little bit different. This is our first straight up comedy. That's I needed Kevin to help me and tell me what was funny because I default to a fart joke and Kevin's there's not a fart joke in this movie. You wouldn't even let that happen.
But in a good way, like the audience decides.
I guess that's true.
Right.
The audience
really
does decide.
It's kind of like, because I feel like I had jokes in there where I'm like, no, this is good, this is funny, and then just crickets, and you're like, you gotta kill it.
I know, you gotta kill your babies. It's so sad. Some of your babies made me laugh, just so you know. I was with you on that.
And they're dead now. So.
Isn't that interesting how that happens where you're like, this is going to crush, and then it doesn't, and you're like, they just didn't get it.
They didn't get it.
Yeah. But then the things you don't expect,
I know,
where you're just like, you guys thought that was funny? All right.
I think that's part of the genius of Jack and Paul, because Jack Black and Paul Rudd, because I think they do have a sense of what their audiences expect from them. And when you make a film with guys like that who kind of have a great sense of what people want to see them do, it helps because they know what they're good at, and I don't know, they got us through it in that way. I mean,
it's a tricky thing because it's like I worked in TV for so long where you weren't like testing the things all the time.
Yeah.
And so you were just like, all right, if this makes me and my buddies laugh, let's leave it in.
Yeah.
Which I also like, where you're not like, does so-and-so in Oklahoma think this joke is funny or not? Like it's a different, I guess it's just a different beast. Like we're trying to open a movie in a real way and trying to get people to come into a theater.
You want to get those people in Oklahoma.
You do, but I also, there's a part of me just coming from like making little TV shows where you're like, ugh, like let's just do the references that I like or the bits I like, you know.
I was going through your IMDb. You worked on Desperate Housewives, which is the opposite of a small TV show. No, I think it's awesome. I love that show. And I remember when it came out, it was the biggest show in the world.
It was crazy.
And I was curious, did the size and popularity of the show, how did that impact the writing of the show?
Well, you know what? I got brought in as like a real low level writer. So I kind of just was there to learn and watch. And it
was like more grunt work. You weren't like,
I wasn't like kind of making the big decisions. Right. I was sort of like, all right, we're doing this scene. You go write this stuff for Felicity Huffman or whoever. But it was like a cultural phenomenon that was crazy. What was amazing too was that the creator, Mark Cherry, had been like, I think he was living with his mom in her apartment in Studio City, like completely broke. And then just like, you know, rags to riches, like fully launched his career. So no, it was cool. I mean, we had I think we had Oprah come to our writer's room at one point. I mean, it was
to do what?
To like interview Mark, I think.
Oh, okay. Wow. She wasn't pitching ideas.
She wasn't pitching ideas. She did pitch a couple, but
did she have an aura?
She did have an aura about her.
It's cool.
Yeah, it was strong.
That's good.
But so TV, you kind of do it, and then the audience reactions later. It sounds like this process was more iterative. How much funnier is the final cut versus like the first cut?
A lot funnier. A lot. It takes time to find it. It just does, you know. And
were you scared when you saw the first cut? Were you like, "Holy shit, this whole thing's gonna bomb"?
I was terrified. The movie was a different movie than what audiences will see on December 25th. It was a much different movie, and I think that one of the big changes that I can talk about here is that there were a lot of inside Hollywood jokes in the earlier cuts of the movie that weren't playing as well as we thought they were, because we speak that way. We speak in reference of movies, but the rest of the world might not do that and might not find jokes about movies as funny as we do.
And just jokes about the filmmaking process, or were a lot of them jokes to the original, or both?
No, it was just, well, you know, it's a meta film. Mm-hmm. It's a film about people making a movie that they loved as kids, and the experiences that they go through to remake this thing that they love. And along the way, in my mind, they discover how Hollywood can be brutal. And, you know, and in that discovery, they reference other movies a lot. And some of the movies are obscure. And sometimes we would talk about, like, is this movie going to be a Sundance play, right? Which is a line that Kevin and I would say, but I don't know the people in Middle America care if it's a Sundance play or if it's an awards play, or do you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
So those type of jokes slowly got removed from the film and were replaced with things that are more relatable to a mass audience.
Yeah, because it's going to go out in all the theaters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go see it in theaters?
I will, yeah. I'm going to go.
I often don't.
You're not going to?
It's so stressful for me. Like...
Right, you're just kind of like holding your stuff.
Yeah, it's just, if a joke doesn't work, it's going to ruin the whole thing for me. It's like they could be cheering 99% of the time, and then the one joke that doesn't work, I'm going to be bummed out. The premiere is next weekend, and I will not sit in the theater while the movie is playing. I can't do it. I try. I really try, but I get up. I just can't do it. You're going to sit in? You're going to?
Yeah, I mean, now we've seen it. Like, I'm like, you know, it works. It works enough, you know.
Oh my God.
You want to be there to offer it to the public.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, let's enjoy it. I mean, I'd say the hard thing about the movie was partly figuring out how much comedy to have versus how much of like the horror to lean into.
That's for sure.
So that was the big, like, you know, like a horror comedy is a tricky tone to find.
Sure.
And I think going into it, we thought that the movie was going to be 50-50, and it ends up being 80-20. More comedy. This is a comedy. There's very little. There's some tense moments, but I wouldn't even consider them necessarily horror moments compared to the stuff that I've done in the past, for sure.
Just like shock and surprising, like
yeah, it's more fun. It's everything in this movie is for a laugh. Everything is for a laugh. That, you know, even the horror plays kind of for a laugh.
What about the look of the Anaconda?
It's awesome. Thank you, ILM.
I mean, it's real. It all feels like very. I think even though it's fun and and big. It was like he wanted it to feel grounded and like kind of like you're in the real
like
world.
how what do the dinosaurs, dinosaurs look, do they, that dinosaurs don't exist, that the anaconda the size of a Mack truck doesn't exist, but within the confines of that, I think our snake is very real looking.
Yeah, because I think the first anaconda was good with the snake,
Was
like
good.
the slither and like the wrap up the body and going up the water tower. They had some good beats. So
the body in the body outline in the snake, you guys remember from the original?
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
That when I was a kid, that might be the movie scene I remember the most. That just the body
and the slaughter on the body.
That's a shocking thing to see. It's a shocking thing to see, right?
Oh, yeah. Who was it? Is John Voight was in there?
John Voight,
yeah.
So we talk about John Voight, or we don't, but the actors talk about John Voight in our film. Yeah,
because if you remember, he's doing a pretty intense accent.
He's from he sounds like he's from like 4 different countries.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't quite lock into.
Yeah, he's like kind of from El Salvador, but like by way of like Georgia.
I did read that he based it on his, I think, Peruvian.
Yeah, I get that vibe.
Yeah, like a woman he knew that. Yeah, and it was like, but he was like, it's all very. I think he felt confident.
It was defensible
in that choice.
Yeah, who's to say?
Who's to say?
But it didn't in movie land. I'd never heard an accent like that.
No, I hadn't.
But that movie, I think that was J-Lo's. Was that J-Lo's first starring role?
I think
the
so.
first movie that she starred in.
That or Selena. Yeah.
So it was right up there, and then Owen Wilson hadn't really done much before that.
Incredible in it.
I mean, a lot. Ice Cube also. I don't know how many movies that movie. It really had some great talent at early parts of their career. Eric Stoltz, right?
Launched a lot
of people, that movie. So,
And then as our Hollywood insider, where are you landing? Because this is going into theaters and there's a lot of conversation right now. Is the theater experience, that conversation has been going on for a while, but it's really at a boiling point right now. Is the theater experience going to continue? Where do you fall on this Netflix Skydance battle for HBO?
Yeah.
Listen,
oh yeah, give it to us.
I'm torn. To be honest with you, I think about it both ways. First of all, we've talked about this a little bit here. My family was in the theater business, in the movie theater business. Unfortunately, the chain went bankrupt, but that was my whole life, was seeing movies in movie theaters. So I come to it with that type of prejudice, let's say. But I also recognize that people don't always want to go out and see movies in theaters, right? But for the enjoyment specifically of Anaconda, I think people will have a better time seeing that movie in theaters because the laughs are big, and when you are in a room with a bunch of people laughing, it raises your stoke. It just does. Mm-hmm. When you're alone, you don't laugh. I don't laugh as much as when I'm in a theater with a big group of people. So I am hopeful that the theater experience for movies like ours will continue to go. There is definitely a place for that, I think.
So this is a very deft answer.
Yeah, you ducked the question.
Did I duck the question?
Very well. You ducked
so where do I stand on it?
Yeah.
Well, okay, let me go back to it. So you know what? Here's where I stand.
Amazing.
I'm sorry. That was
really
it was
good,
a cool
right?
Hollywood insider.
This
You
is
just
my
answered whatever
Obama.
question you wanted to hear.
Here's the thing. I do think that Hollywood is in need of some type of evolution.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I know what I think Netflix is going to do, and I think that Netflix is probably not going to support the theatrical experience in the same way that Warner Brothers does, and I think that's an unfortunate thing. I think that movies should be seen in movie theaters if you can, if it's the right type of film.
And I feel like they'll get rid of HBO Max too, and they'll just absorb it into Netflix. Why would they have two streamers?
But that's a big bummer for me too, because I love HBO Max. I really do. I watch a lot. That's where I find myself watching a lot of shows, and I do find the quality of most of those shows is super high. It's really kind of great, and
It's such a good brand. It's sad to see it go
would
away.
they really just? I can't imagine it goes away.
Well,
it seems like
there's a
it's
theory.
such
I heard this crazy theory this weekend. I don't know if you heard this, Kevin. That one of the reasons that Netflix has bid on Warner Brothers is that HBO Max is the number 3 streaming service, and Netflix is the number 1 streaming service. And if Netflix is buying HBO, it essentially it shuts down HBO and Warner Brothers for a year and a half while they're figuring it out.
Oh, I did hear this theory.
Right? So
Yes.
their competitor, one of their biggest competitors, is now immobilized for a year and a half.
They're playing defense.
Yeah. And then if
it doesn't work out.
If it doesn't work, they get the jump.
My friend Matt Stoller is this big anti-monopolist.
Yeah.
Maybe we talked about him. He floated
that's
that.
where I saw him.
Exactly.
He was on the Ankler, right? Am I allowed to say another podcast?
Yeah, go.
So he
that's where I heard it. And I thought, that is
Stoller's brother. Yeah.
You know that guy.
We went to college. He was way smart. He's one
bright.
of the smarter people.
But what do you think of that theory? Does that answer your question, JT?
Yes.
Okay. What do you think of that?
Sure. I mean, if a much smarter man, Matt Stoller, says it,
but how dark is that too? That you're taking out your competitor for 2 years to get a jump potentially, and then,
but it's a win-win, right?
I heard too that Netflix, I think it may have been the same interview, that they know it can't go through in the end.
Right.
Like they're aware that the deal probably isn't going to happen.
Okay.
But Trump. I saw Trump today said something that he thinks that either Ted Sarandos or someone is a great guy, and that this could be a great thing. So. You never know with this regulatory environment now what's going to happen.
And then, but Skydance came back today with $102 billion, which is so. I'm like $102 billion.
I know.
Like,
is that the number? I didn't see the number.
That's the number I saw floated online. I have no sources or anything. I'm just on Google. But $102 billion for what essentially is just IP, right? Like that's what makes it so valuable.
But it's good IP.
It's amazing. It's like Harry Potter and DC,
and it shows that Skydance is in it for the extreme long run to control those assets. That makes sense to me. Consolidation generally is not good, right? We can all agree that that's not good. But I'd rather that if Warner Brothers is going to be in the hands of someone who's going to support theatrical movie going, and that's probably a better solution to keep the movie business going. There are a lot, I've seen so many producers texting me and say it's over. I don't feel like it's over.
Right, because if there's one shop in town and they control everything, then they can just dictate what gets made and how much everyone gets paid for everything. There's no competitive market to kind of drive up
I think there's always a competitive. There are other studios. I mean, we just made a movie for Sony, which is not,
one of the last solo shops, right?
So but at the end of the day, they are going to need people to make product, and I think higher end product is harder to make than lower end product, and so I'm hopeful that we will always have a place in that environment, at least for the next 10, 15 years. I don't know.
Until you're
done.
Until you're retired.
Until I'm done. Yeah, until I'm done. And Cameron comes in,
and
then you work with Cameron.
Yeah.
It's interesting too. And then I was kind of paranoid about Larry Ellison taking over everything because he got TikTok too. He just seems like too powerful in kind of like a dystopian way to me. And I was like, why is this guy just giving the whole world to his son? Like it just all felt very old lordish to me.
But don't you think that happens in most worlds?
But then the Netflix thing happened and I was like, well, this is just as scary on a different front. Right. Not as much for the country, but more for the industry. And then I was like, yeah, exactly. I'm like, this just is the inevitable movement of things. But it's exciting.
Do you go to the movie theaters?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Chad, do you?
Yeah, I'm AMC A-list.
Oh, you are?
Oh, that's my dog.
So how often do you go?
Oh, yeah.
I'd say on average 2-3 a month.
Really?
Yeah.
So what's the last movie you saw in the theaters? I'm not testing you. I'm just curious what the
last movie
experience
Get him,
was like.
Chad.
Yeah.
Dude, what is the last movie I saw?
Fireback.
Dude, good question. Maybe Black Phone 2.
So that's a horror movie that you saw in the theaters, and did the audience?
My fiance and I, we love horror movies. So yeah. And same with comedies. Seeing a horror movie in the theaters, there's nothing better.
Right.
Especially when you're with a lady. And you can be more scared than her.
Mm-hmm. Snuggle up.
You were
in her
more
arms.
scared than your girl?
Oh, I'll curl up in my seat. I'm like, when something's coming. I'm like, oh shit. And she's like, relax. I'm like, all right.
Yeah. But that's a great experience.
I love getting scared.
But that's a great experience. That's an emotional experience that you can remember, right? That's
the best.
That's what you want. Or what you said about Anaconda, where you see a body inside a snake and that sticks with you for 30, 40 years.
Well, I think that's why horror movies are so big now, and I think comedies too.
Theatrical comedies aren't coming out, which is a bummer. Which is why I have anxiety about the movie, and Kevin clearly does.
You're trying to save a genre.
Well, I don't want that pressure.
It's all on you, brother.
I don't want that pressure, dude.
Well, yeah, the Quiet Place 2 at the end of COVID. Oh, that was a big.
We broke that down here.
Yeah.
Well, come on.
Well, you were
Same
on the week
movies.
before the shutdown.
I know, it was crazy.
And you were like staying optimistic because that's the job. But
That's the job. Who
and then
could have?
Tom Hanks just 86 to everything.
Yeah, for sure.
But I mean, in terms of comedies, though, I do think it's like you now have to Trojan horse them in through a genre, right? Like, like I don't think Sony would have signed us up to be like, it's some guys making a movie,
Right?
Right. The title, the Anaconda grabs you.
Yeah, there's Anaconda, and there's a big threat of a snake, and like that's how you can, or hopefully we can kind of do a comedy with that looming threat. Well, and then some real like actual jump scares, and it gives you both things. Like,
so you get that
the
hook.
laughs and the jump scares. And
we can say that now, but trust me, when Sony called our company and said, we want you guys to remake or to take on Anaconda, this happened on the heels of A Quiet Place 2. Mm-hmm. And so we heard 100 takes, and every take was the exact same movie. Group of people go in to make Anaconda, and a snake starts eating it.
And a really big snake.
And so
even bigger than the last one.
And then Kevin and Tom come in and make it a story that the snake is very relevant in the movie, but it's not about the snake. It's about a group of people who love each other, all of whose life hasn't turned out exactly the way they wanted it to. Mm-hmm. And that their love for Anaconda unites them, and they love it so much that they're going to have this great time together.
They're going to reboot Anaconda.
Well, and that's a great pitch. That's like
then they find themselves in Anaconda.
I think you guys have done a great job with Anaconda and Unbearable Weight of taking these cultural things that everyone knows. It's like Anaconda. Everyone knows Anaconda, loves Anaconda. And Nicolas Cage. Everyone loves the mystique of Nicolas Cage. And then having a meta angle on it.
Yeah.
And it's like nowadays, I think that like cuts through the noise.
Yeah, no.
They're creating a genre.
Yeah. No, I mean, I think when I saw, like, the movie that broke my brain was This Is the End. Like when those guys did it, you know, or 21 Jump Street, like where it was, I mean, especially 21.
Remake. That's a fine remake.
Yeah, 21 Jump Street, you're like, you know, like it.
I didn't write that down.
It's a good.
It's on my list.
It was a show that people liked, but it wasn't like so beloved, and they just exploded it in such a crazy way.
Super producer Neil Moritz knocked that out of the park.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's a funny movie.
So when you did Unbearable Weight, I read that because you guys wrote it for Nick Cage, but I read he said no at first.
He did say no.
So what was the process of getting him on board?
It was a little crazy. It was like, I think he had been approached about doing projects like that in the past, and none of them worked for him, I think. Or, you know, there was always a concern, like, are you making fun of me, or what's the POV? And long story short, we were able to kind of finally convince him and his manager that we really were fans, and that this was like a celebration of this insanely talented guy who we love, and who I think America has like a deep love for, and who is like a real artist. Like, the guy truly cares. And once he understood that, and we were able to kind of come in with studios who had read the film and really loved it, then it became like, okay, we could do this. And really what happened was that, like, Neil Moritz and some Jerry Bruckheimer had heard about the script, and they talked to Nick too. And so he went, okay, this is legit.
The power brokers vouched for it.
The studios really liked it. There were multiple studios that wanted to do it. Mm-hmm. The funny story was that, like, basically the studios found out about it, and a bunch of them got interested and started making bids. And it was this whole amazing, you know, moment for us as writers. And then the studios eventually were like, so does Nick know about this? And our thing was like, he's vaguely aware of it. So it was like, we convinced the studios, and then us in a studio went to Nick with an offer and said, would you like to do this?
So when you're writing that, are you like, man, this is like a huge shot in the dark?
Yeah, we had a friend of ours who said, like, as a purely business play, this is one of the stupidest things you've ever done, because we spent like 9 months of our life just focused on this. and then another year trying to convince Nick to do it. And there were times when I was like, is there anybody else that you guys would want? Like, if Nick says no, it's such a fun idea. And we talked about it, but it was like, there's nobody I think there was nobody for us who was simultaneously so talented. And that was like, I mean, he's obviously now at this comeback, but when we were talking about it, like maybe his career was at a slightly more of a dip. So it was like person who was maybe career-wise at a kind of a slightly low, but who had such talent, who people also love. And so it was kind of like, no, we can't really do it for anybody else.
Was this before Pig or after Pig?
This was, I think Pig was it was right at like, I think it was right after Pig, to be honest.
Okay.
So Pig was the like thing that kind of, but they were maybe, I don't know if Pig had come out when we were
pitching. Yeah, because I feel like Pig was kind of the start of like his comeback. That's cool. And then you worked on Workaholics.
I did Workaholics with the boys.
Durs, friend of the pod.
Great guy.
Yeah.
Adam,
one of my favorite dudes to talk to.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Tougher to talk over Zoom, so I didn't get to know Adam as well.
Oh man, yeah. Durs is.
He's the man. He knows a ton of stuff too. He's an encyclopedia when it comes to like movies and stuff.
No, he's super smart.
And then you mentioned going to college with Stoller, which is Harvard. Are you aware of the grade controversy going on at Harvard right now?
No, I'm not.
So there's been a lot of reports recently that there's horrible grade inflation going on. Now 60% of students get A's versus 20 years ago, it was only 25% of students. And so they think there's this kind of systemic fear of the student body that is kind of undermining the value of the Harvard degree.
Mm-hmm. That doesn't surprise me. I mean, given sort of, like, I guess when I went to school, I don't know if this was like it for you guys, where it was like, if I got a grade, I just kind of accepted, like, I guess I earned a B- is what I deserve. I do feel like all I hear about now are just people negotiating over grade. I mean, that's completely anecdotal, but like, I just feel the more I read, that's just kind of what I mean, people just argue about their grades. I know that from talking to just like professor friends of mine who are like, the amount of like kind of haggling I do over people's grades has exploded recently.
That never happened, but I went to college a million years ago. That never happened.
And you went to Cal Arts, right?
No.
Where'd you go?
I went to Wesleyan.
But did you go with Miguel Arteta and
to Wesleyan?
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in school, I don't know if this happened with you guys, but I remember parents were starting to call in saying, you need to up this grade.
Jack it up.
Really?
Yeah. Not my parents didn't do that, but
that was happening.
Yeah, it was starting to happen.
Yeah.
And nowadays, I was asking my nephew, I'm like, do you guys even learn how to write? Because like ChatGPT, it's like, I guess they have ways that they handwrite and they have ways of getting around AI, but I don't know.
I had a friend who's an English professor who I just saw, and he said like he had a kid that turned in a paper, and he was like, Jeremy was like, I'm pretty sure this is completely ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And he asked the kid about it, and the kid couldn't remember a single thing from the paper. And then he started going back through all his papers, and he was like, he couldn't remember. He didn't know anything.
Sure.
He just turned in something.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty amazing.
Did you guys, let me ask you this, did you guys care about your grades in college?
No, I cheated a little bit too. I paid people to write essays for me. And so I was a really bad student. So no.
Do you think you missed out?
No, not really. I just had to I was like 25, 26 when I finally graduated. I just had to get it done.
Right.
I'd been going through junior colleges and like got kicked out of high school. So for me, it was like any which way but lose. Like I just got to get this fucking
degree. Why'd you
degree.
get kicked out of high school?
Just a lot of stuff. Like nothing, I would always say it was all misdemeanors. Like I never like did something that I think was like morally reprehensible, but like I got in trouble for streaking. I got in trouble for driving too fast. I went to a private school, so you can get in trouble for a lot of stuff. I got in trouble for like getting in a fight. I had, out of 450 kids, I had the third lowest GPA, and I had the most detentions, and I missed the most detentions. I missed 37 detentions my freshman year.
Wow.
So you would double up after that.
Were you angry?
That's cool.
Was I angry? Probably. I was everything. I was angry, afraid, excited, outgoing, hiding. I was like all things at once. And at any moment, any of the buttons could go. And just too much energy.
Look at you now, though.
Exact same.
What different? No, stop.
You know what? No, because I think that energy of like being like just kind of too much is better suited for the actual world than it is for a classroom.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you're driving your own day and you're like, hey, I got all this energy. I'm going to do this and then I'm going to do this. I'm going to like take care of my kids and then I'm going to write and then I'm going to go to the gym and then I'm going to, you know, do couples therapy with my wife and we're going to make eye contact and we're going to cry and I'm going to love her. And then like that works in that setting. But if you just put someone in a classroom and you're like, just sit there and listen for an hour. It's funny too. When I go back and visit high schools, I start shaking right away. I go nuts. Like me and my fiance, I forget why, but we went back to like a school setting and I was just sitting there and it was our kids back to school night for parents. And I was in the classroom and I was like, someone needs to do, like, I was like, someone needs to just light this classroom on fire right now.
Fuck
like,
some shit up.
Yeah, I'm like, someone needs to fuck some shit up. I'm like, and then like a lady asked like a boring question and was like, well, what if on like the parents' night, if you want to bring pizza, but someone's already bringing ravioli? And I just wanted to yell at her and be like, shut the fuck up, bitch. Like, what the fuck are you even talking about? But yeah, it just didn't work. For me, it was just not a good setup. Yeah.
Didn't stop you though, which is good.
No.
I was a solid B student. I was content with just getting by. To my parents, I was a fifth child, so they didn't really.
You said fifth?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So they didn't ask about my grades. Really, they didn't know about my grades. I just didn't want to embarrass my family, so I was like, I'll get B's, and I'll party.
Yeah, no,
and I'll serve.
I always envied those guys who could do both.
Yeah,
you nailed it.
Yeah, But we were in Santa Cruz. I went to my college, Santa Clara, and I loved it there so much. So I just parked the car and ate lunch on the quad. I was just looking at these kids. Like, man, someday I'll be back here. I think that'd be a cool retirement thing. You just go back to college.
Become a professor of Stoke.
Back to school, man. Rodney Dangerfield.
I could teach at Santa Clara. I could do that.
You are doing a TED Talk right now too, so you're kind of laying the foundation for. Have you seen his TED Talk?
No, I told him I want to go.
Yeah, it's amazing.
When did you see it?
I see it on the road. He does it on the road, and then I've gone to jam in the van and seen it there. So there's like 2 iterations, but they're both amazing. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. I am going to see it. Yeah. My fiance was blown away. She saw it for the first time in Santa Cruz. She was blown away.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Is there a book following that TED Talk? This TED Talk of Stoke?
I should write one.
You should write one.
Yeah.
I think that's good.
Or ChatGPT it, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, just ChatGPT.
Should be done by tomorrow.
Actually, ChatGPT could do it.
If you wait, since I'm old, so I don't know about Chat. I mean, I know what it is, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you put your whole TED Talk into ChatGPT and said, write a book for me based on this. Could it do that?
In like 2 seconds.
No way.
And it'd be good. Or you could say, hey, write it like Cormac McCarthy would write it. And you'd get like a pretty solid impression of Cormac McCarthy.
Yeah.
Like to a layman, they'd be like, yeah, this is amazing.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And like ChatGPT, if you like have some like kind of, if you have like public work out there, like I'm sure if you said I'm Brad Fuller, it would immediately be like, oh, you like, it knows who you are. And so it talks to me. I'll be like, Chad goes deep on Instagram, and it'll be like, oh, bro.
Really?
Like, let me help you out with this.
Do you feel like a big
question.
shot typing that into ChatGPT?
No, I mean,
not to brag ChatGPT, but I have a profile.
I'll ask it for advice. I'll ask for it.
Whoa.
That's crazy. They can't see what we're looking at.
So ChatGPT, we just asked to get into the mind of Brad Fuller, and it said, here are movies in the unmistakable Brad Fuller lane. High concept, grounded horror thrillers with huge hooks, simple engines, repeatable tension, and what would you do premise. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I do.
There it is.
That's incredible.
Well, so kudos to you to be, interpretable.
So you can ask ChatGPT, be like, hey, given your projection of the next 10 years, what do you think I should do career wise? What do you think my next step?
And it will tell me.
Yeah, I ask it shit like that all the time.
I think it'll like your pivot to comedy. I think it'll think that's smart. Yeah.
Can we ask ChatGPT if it likes my pivot to comedy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to know. I want to know.
So it makes a lot of sense, and it's kind of a power move.
Oh, feather in the cap.
Yeah, but it's always formula. There's always a formula, which makes it feel a little bit redundant. Mm-hmm. It says.
It said ChatGPT said that?
It's actually.
It says his horror was always formula plus tension plus character.
I mean, look, it's a machine. It has to break it down into parts.
I like
so
it.
him doing comedy isn't a jump. It's just dialing the tension towards laughs instead of dread.
That's true.
That's what Jordan Peele said too.
Yep.
Well, okay, I had a big what ifer before we get into the draft, because we are going to draft, guys. But okay, so did you guys see Quentin Tarantino?
Yes.
He bitch slapped Paul Dano publicly.
Yes.
Brutal. A lot of people coming to bat for Paul Dano. I saw Reese Witherspoon yesterday. Like, he's a great guy and a gentleman.
Yeah.
A lot of people supporting Paul Dano. Quentin Tarantino, little bullying, just went straight at him and like hurt his feelings. But I was thinking this: it's not enough to tear something down. You got to replace it. Of these actors in that era, who do you think would have done better than Paul Dano? Unless you guys have some off the top you want to throw out. Do you
We're
think
talking about for that specific?
it's got to be 2007 for that role?
Okay.
So here are the actors I got. James Franco, but he's coming off Annapolis, so he's not like a big art house cinema guy yet.
Right.
I can't believe you just said Annapolis is a movie. I mean, that's a deep cut.
I think that was his last one around that time.
Is that true? Yeah.
So they would have cast him coming off that. Okay, so Franco, Shia LaBeouf, but he had just done Indiana Jones. He wasn't really doing weird psychotic stuff yet. Gosling, Half Nelson, Jake Gyllenhaal, Jarhead and Zodiac, Ben Foster, 3:10 to Yuma, Heath Ledger, tragic. He would have been incredible. Coming off Brokeback.
Yeah.
Emil Hirsch was just cast in Into the Wild. This is my pick, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, because he just done Brick and like
I like
Mysterious
that.
Skin.
I like that choice. That's a good choice.
And then some other ones, Jamie Bell, Cillian Murphy, Michael Pitt, Michael Shannon were the ones I had. Do you think any of those guys do a better job than Dano in There Will Be Blood?
You do.
Yes, but I don't want to pile on. Now I feel like I'm piling on.
No, I don't mean it to be mean. I guess it was an interesting, because no one went to that point. So
Yeah,
it was
no,
interesting.
no, no.
I think Paul Dano did a good job in the movie.
Yeah,
Like, I
me too.
watched the movie, got out of the movie, and never thought, wow, that is someone who shouldn't have played that role. I never felt that. Did you, Kevin?
I did not.
Okay.
I did
love
kind
the
of
film.
pin you guys into having to,
Full on.
to validate the Dano hate by
validate.
just being like, dude, Gyllenhaal would have been,
But my other question is, why would Quentin do this?
He was bashing on. I guess he bashed on a few actors, right?
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard, yeah, which is kind of like, why you got bashed on Matthew?
Yeah.
Lillard?
I know, he's like a
it's
blue collar actor.
it's a
Like,
little-
Yeah.
Stomping down.
He's like Scooby. We all know Scooby Doo.
do you think there's something personal there?
I don't know. It just like, it feels, it does feel personal. It definitely does feel like maybe settling a score, but I don't know. It's just,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I mean, I'm always captivated by Shia LaBeouf. I like watching him as a performer.
Yeah.
I could, or just, it's more like, have you seen the podcast he did with
John Bernthal.
Yeah, John Bernthal.
Incredible.
I could watch those two crazy
What's that, brother?
lunatics.
What'd you do?
Deal it.
What'd you do,
just
brother?
dial in like so.
Yeah, you made mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that pressure? That pressure makes stones that come from those mistakes, man.
I got to see this.
Oh,
I never
you
saw
do
it.
gotta
so
see it,
good.
man. Because I used to think life was about me being big, you know? About being big. Now I realize, no, I got to get small, man. When I'm small, I'm good for my wife. That's all my problem, big, man. You know what I mean?
JT has a great bit about how he like out of nowhere had a southern accent. He's from the valley.
Oh yeah, no, that also.
And then Shia, the same thing. He's like, hey, man,
You was down in Burbank.
Every time he gets Me Too, his voice just gets a little lower.
Yeah, really.
I'm not trying to pick on actors on this one, but
sorry.
another funny bit was Josh Brolin being like, "Man, those days in Santa Barbara." I thought I was gonna die in that town. In Santa Barbara?
In Santa
It's
Barbara.
a rough
Wow.
town.
Is it-
Rough town.
Yeah, anyone who's ever been there.
Santa
you can just
Barbara
tell.
in the
Man,
90s.
growing up in Santa Barbara, is you either dead or you're in the gang.
Right. Not so much, though, right? Not so much. I don't know.
Guys, sorry to interrupt, but I got to tell you about our sponsor, one of my favorite sponsors, Hims. I love Hims, guys. If you are struggling with hair loss, if you feel like you might be, on the verge of hair loss, it's something you got to start thinking about. Hims has a great solution because you don't have to go to a dermatologist. They look at you. It's weird. You have to, sit in the waiting room. It's all cold and not fun. Hims makes it super easy for you. How? Because they offer convenient access to a range of prescription hair loss treatments with ingredients that work. I'm talking chews, oral medications, serums, sprays. Doctor-trusted ingredients like finasteride and minoxidil can stop further hair loss and regrow hair in as little as 3 to 6 months. You shouldn't have to go out of your way to feel like yourselves. Hims brings extra expert care straight to your dome, straight to your door. I like their topical spray, minoxidil, finasteride. Put it right here. Boom, I'm done. Did all online, easy peasy. Guys, for simple online access to personalized and affordable care for hair loss, ED, weight loss, and more, visit hims.com/go deep. That's hims.com/go deep for your free online visit. Hims.com/go deep. Individual results may vary based on studies of topical and oral minoxidil and finasteride. Featured products include compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription required. See website for full details, restrictions, and important safety information. Let's get back to the show.
All right, should we draft?
Yeah. You
All
want
right,
to draft?
we're going to draft. We'll go relatively quick on these.
Who's judging, by the way?
Our buddy Aaron, who's our former engineer, and he judges all of them.
Where's Aaron?
He's working his job as the podcast engineer at ATC Studios.
Okay. I remember Aaron. No, I know.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, I like Aaron.
We love him to death, so we love having him call in, and he's a great judge.
So is he going to call in?
Yeah, after we draft.
Okay.
Yeah, so he won't hear our justifications, but he'll see our list. So we're in honor of Anaconda, we are drafting the best movie remakes of all time. And to find out what our order will be, we got to throw out odds or evens. Do you know how to play this?
No, but I'll...
You throw out a 1 or a 2 on 3.
Okay.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
2.
Too slow. We got to do that again. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Damn.
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Jeez Louise.
1, 2, 3, shoot. Okay.
Brad.
4th pick for Brad.
Okay.
So you get back to back. It's snake style. All right. 1 or 2, one more time. 1, 2, 3, shoot. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Oh.
I could do this all day with you guys. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Oh, 3rd pick for me. All right, now you guys paper, rock, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Ooh,
Oh, I
Chad,
get first?
number 1
Wow.
pick, dog.
So,
Rarely happens. All right. This is, oh man. I feel
Scary stuff.
least qualified in this room, so but I'll give it a shot. I mean, you know, I was looking at the list. I didn't know. Okay. First pick. I don't think a lot of people know this is a remake, but I know a lot of people love this movie. I don't know if it won the Academy Award, but it's certainly nominated. It's got powerhouse actors in there. I think my favorite Alec Baldwin role.
Oh, no.
Got to go with The Departed.
God.
It's a good call. Infernal Affairs. A remake of Infernal
Infernal
Affairs.
Affairs. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's a movie, a Hong Kong thriller?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. Have you guys seen it?
Yes.
I have.
Good
Yeah.
poll.
Does it live up to...
It's awesome.
It's probably
It's
better.
I think so too.
really?
That's why that's what
Yeah. I mean, I
Really?
like The Departed better.
Wait, is the
but-
understanding that the remake is better than the original?
I think
That's
it
what
should
we're doing.
be.
That's what we're
But I
doing.
think-
Wow.
Well, is that...
I like The Departed better than Infernal Affairs.
Right.
But-
So that is a great pick, correct?
Yes.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah. It has to be better than the original. I think oftentimes it's great if it's a movie where people are like, that was a remake? Like they didn't even know. Like it was
Right.
so good that they weren't even aware.
Okay.
Yeah, so gotta go with The Departed. I mean, Marty Scorsese, can't miss there. Leo, you know, is this...
Maybe
This is-
maybe Wahlberg at his funniest.
Oh yeah, Wahlberg as
Amazing.
funniest. Leo, would you say it's near Leo's peak, or he's always ascending?
He's always
feel-
ascending.
It's his first time playing like a tough guy.
Yeah,
But that cast is crazy.
And wait, Scorsese won his first
Yeah.
Academy Award for this, right? Which I think to him was like, I'm just gonna make some kind of crappy, not crappy, like just some fun crime drama, and then
yeah.
it was such a
Yeah, it wasn't like one that he had like poured his whole soul
Yeah.
into.
Jack Nicholson. I mean, incredible Jack Nicholson. You know, I love one. Matt Damon. Was it Matt Damon? He talks about, or maybe one of the other actors in there. He talks about there's a scene where you're getting to know Frank Costello, and he has two people bound up out by the bluffs, and he shoots them both in the head, and they fall, And I guess Jack Nicholson ad-libbed this line. He's like, she felt funny. Oh, yeah. And who was talking about it? But he's like,
Damon.
Damon, yeah. And he's like, that just added another layer of evil to him, where it's just so genius. Yeah. And I love this kid. I love this movie when I was like 16 when it came out, and I just rewatched it a ton. It was
a big deal. And it had that Dropkick Murphys song, Shipping Up to Boston. Yeah. And that shit'll get you fired up. You'll punch somebody in the head.
You can't go wrong with Boston.
No.
Yeah,
and
Boston movies.
Yeah. And then the line, hey, you're giving me a hot on. I use that line all the time.
The dialogue's way funnier in The Departed, partially because I can understand it. But the one thing I like about Infernal Affairs is that it's more... The Matt Damon character is the protagonist.
Oh, interesting.
The guy who flips to the mob is I like that. Or the guy who flips.
That would probably be more interesting. Yeah.
It was cooler for me because it was like he's like a little more the bad guy.
There's so many. You're kind of one of those double kids, aren't you?
Yeah.
I heard a thing recently too about Nicholson. I was listening to another podcast just about The Departed, and they were talking about Nicholson and first of all how insane his accent is, because it's clearly a New York accent. It's, like, it's supposed to be like Whitey Bulger, and he's got a New York accent. Yeah. And he wears a Yankees hat the whole time.
Yeah.
Because he was like, no, I'm not wearing nobody. And he didn't let anybody on the set wear a Red Sox hat.
Wow, really?
Why? Yeah. Because he's such a New York guy that he was like, no.
Okay.
See, he's wearing a Yankees hat.
That's bad.
Which is...
Wow. Jack, come on, dog.
I think that's a great choice, by the way.
It's a good choice.
Number one.
It's a good, solid number one. That's a good pick, man.
Thanks. Yeah, no, that would have been my pick. That's
you come into O'Malley's, you get a free drink anytime.
Why are you drinking cranberry juice?
Oh, yeah.
You on your period?
Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin, you're up with the two-hole.
Number 2, I'm going to go, and I've seen like pieces of the original, but I haven't seen the original, but I know that the new one is better. Ocean's 11.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bang.
Great call.
I mean,
that cast in the original is pretty great.
It's good. Okay.
But the cast in the new, in this one, I think that's a great call. I do think that's a great call.
It feels like the definitive version. Like when people 50 years from now are like, have you seen Ocean's 11? They'll be thinking about this one.
Yeah, this.
Which I think makes for a great remake, where people are like, they don't even really think about the original because the remake is so good.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like my favorite version of what Steven Soderbergh does. Just like real movie stars, a big soapy fun idea, and I don't know, like
and his style's kind of casual in it. Like it feels loose.
Yeah, I mean, like that and Out of Sight are those. Yeah,
the greatest.
It's like they just feel like they're smart, but they're fun. His move.
I think it's top Riz movie of all time too.
Yeah,
I mean, there's no more Riz. You won't find more Riz than Ocean's 11.
Yeah,
for sure, because
I learned what that word means here.
Yeah,
on the pod last time.
It's a great clip.
That's huge. That's 6'7", bro.
Yeah,
4'1". Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, because my kids are like, I tried to do 6'7" jokes, and he's just like,
it's already out.
So cringe, dude. It's 4'1".
Come on,
I just aged 40 years in a second.
Yeah. And I'll say like the kind of the twist of the movie where you find out that he's all doing it for the girl, Clooney, and you're just like, oh, there's some heart to it.
Him and Tess, they got that chemistry.
Yeah.
Just movie star. And I think the ending of the original, to spoil it because it's like 80 years old, they don't get the money.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like a irony, like shrugging your shoulders at the gods kind of thing. I love this one where you're just like, hey, we got
that would
him.
never test
Happy
well.
ending.
Right. Yeah, put this thing in Bakersfield. That was the wrong move.
Right.
All right, I'm up. Dude, you know what? I think you guys both had phenomenal picks. All the credit in the world to you, bros. But I get my number one. This movie, the music in it is glued in my brain. It's about two lovers who accept each other. The things that get in the way aren't other people. It's their own demons. And it was Bradley Cooper saying, I'm a genius.
Oh, yeah.
And I love the balls of it. He says, I'm a genius. And he pulled it off, dude. Dude, remember the ramp up to this movie? Everyone thought it was going to be a disaster. They're like, look at his tan. Listen to his voice. He thinks he can sing. And then I saw it in theaters, and it was one of the best theater going experiences of my life. The first 40 minutes of this movie are just perfect. You're just on a ride, and then it all crescendos with freaking Lady Gaga singing. That so she good. Can
Yep.
She's a star.
Total star. That movie is so good. That's
It's
a
so
great
good.
pick.
Did I miss the title?
Yeah, it's called Star is Born.
And there's 5 of them, which is absurd. 4 or 5.
There's 5. Oh yeah, is this the most remade?
There's 37, 54, 76, and then this one in like 2018. It's insane. And then they get progressively like sadder, I guess, because he couldn't like just show a dude offing himself in 37.
Right.
But he does die in all of them. And which I don't think he has to die. That's the part of the movie that like the last act is kind of like,
Yeah,
you couldn't figure this shit out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt like a weirdly like this is what's supposed to happen now.
Yeah, and I'm like, and he's
Not
like,
character based kind of.
yeah, and he was kind of doing it for her, and I'm like, how's that helping her that
Yeah.
her boyfriend just killed himself?
Yeah.
It's not going to help her career, bro. But despite that, I think it's just the greatest. I love that movie.
So, boys, I have a number of movies on my list here, and I'm trying to think what Aaron would think is a great.
Don't think that
that's
way.
how people get in
Don't think
trouble.
that- Don't
That's
think
how
that
people
way.
get in
No,
trouble.
we
Yeah,
want,
no.
we want you, Brad.
Okay,
Because
if you
Aaron-
want,
I'm
Aaron
always
is-
thinking about the audience. You're very
Aaron,
smart.
Aaron is
Yeah.
completely unpredictable.
he is.
Yes.
Because I only met him a couple times, so
Unless you're going with Jimmy World for like best band or
Yeah.
baseball for best sport, you just don't know.
He's one
You just don't know.
picadillo. He's a stickler for order. If you picked a movie third that he thought should have gone first, he'll ding you hard for that.
Well, here's the problem. The problem is what I want to be my first choice is a movie that I don't know that Aaron has seen. I'm sure he did not see the original, and I don't think he saw the remake because it's an older movie. So that's my problem, and I'm going back and forth between 2 movies, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm now going to pick the other movie that I was going to go with.
That's smart.
You're playing to Aaron. Okay.
I'm not. I'm actually not.
You're going.
And my pick is Scarface.
Great
Yeah.
pick.
And I think that Scarface is a strong. I think it's a seminal film. I think it elevated violence to a level that was unsurpassed. I think the acting was everything about it was over the top and amazing, and it looms large. It still looms large. People talk about Scarface almost every day, and I think it has to. I think it has to be up there. I just do. I think it's. And you'll see my next pick because none of you are going to pick my next movie, and we'll talk about that in a second. But that's going to be my pick, Scarface.
I mean, definitely the definitive Scarface too, and
Yeah.
probably the most culturally influential one of them of my life. Like, because I watched MTV Cribs growing up, and every rapper was like, "I got Scarface,"
Right.
blah, blah, blah. And I was like, "Okay, this shit's important."
Yeah, it is important.
Most purchased poster, I think it's tied with Fight Club, maybe.
Is that true?
I'm
didn't know
just
that.
guessing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But,
I
like-
had it on my wall in college. I
Yeah.
did.
And then if you do that off demographics, it's Scarface.
Oh yeah, totally.
Because black guys don't buy Fight Club posters.
No.
Right.
But look at those 4
good
movies.
call.
That is a great first round right there. That
It's
is a
unbelievable.
strong-
I think we
that
nailed
is
it.
a
I think we
strong-
got the top
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
I get, and then so in the first one, the first Scarface, he gets killed by the cops.
Oh, really?
But in the new one, he gets killed by his rivals, which I think is kind of better. Because I'm like, yeah, I don't want to see him pay because he's a criminal. I want to see him die because he's like a psycho lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so do I go again?
Yeah.
Okay,
Back
so
to back.
okay, I didn't know. Okay, guys, sorry. My next pick is a film. Okay, so we're picking films that are better than the original. That is the basis here that we're starting from.
Yes.
Again, I'm going to choose a film that I'm concerned that Aaron did not see the original, but I'm making this choice anyway, and my choice is Casino Royale.
That's a great
Oh,
pick.
dude.
I think that
yeah.
Casino Royale, that Bond movie blew me away. It took the Bond movies and just took it to a different level. It was such an elegant movie. I think Martin Campbell directed it, if I'm not
Yep.
mistaken. And I think that
Of Mask of Zorro and GoldenEye fame.
yeah, and I think Daniel Craig, that was his first Bond
He's
movie,
incredible.
and he killed it, and he became Bond longer than anyone else. And I think it's a seminal film, and it created the modern era of the James Bond movie, and I think it warrants. It was going to be my number 1, but it's my number 2.
It's one of my top movies. Most rewatchable
Yeah, for sure.
movies. I mean, of all the Bond movies, it's the one I've seen the most. I mean, Daniel Craig is
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else's Bond. I think that's why they haven't picked.
When he came out of the water, I went
yeah.
golfing with my dad and his buddies the next day. They were all talking about it. Men in their 50s, they were like, "You see the rig on Craig?" I was like, "Yeah, he cracked." It was a big
Look
deal.
at him.
Yeah, it's pretty nuts.
Yeah,
He looked amazing.
The stunts
was
are
that
incredible.
on all of your lists, by the way?
That was my next pick.
Yeah,
That was your next pick?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the stunts, like the where they're running across the cranes in Madagascar, and
it's awesome.
And the first one, the first Casino Royale is like a parody movie,
It's
right?
a parody.
Oh, right.
That's why that was my logic. JT, is that the first one did not take itself very seriously, and this is all business.
And did it bring poker back a little bit?
Yeah,
did it make
I feel
poker
like
cool again?
It was.
Well, it's
yeah,
a
where
poker
were we?
baccarat.
Or was poker
Poker.
at a peak? What year was it?
I think the first peak was like 01.
Yeah,
Well, that was like
Chris
World
Moneymaker.
Series.
Moneymaker Rounders.
Yeah,
right.
Because I felt it was drafting off of that a little bit, but
206.
it was still pretty good.
2006.
It was still like they had good poker.
Yeah.
in it.
Yeah.
It's an amazing movie. All right, I'm up. You guys, great picks. Nobody's done a bad thing yet. With this next one, I'm doing a little bit of a bend because this was a movie, but it was a TV movie. And then
I know
what he's
And
going.
then
Then it's good. It's good.
the director, he got a second chance to do it right. I'm going with Michael Mann's Heat.
Yes.
So the first one is called like LA Takedown, and it was like made for TV, and I'm sure it's good because it's Michael Mann, but I haven't seen it. But then he was like, he got a bigger budge, he got a bigger profile. He's like, I'm doing it with De Niro, Pacino, Val Kilmer, and it's going to be like this huge LA crime saga. And it is, for me, like top 10 movie of all time. I watch it all the time. The poster is so friggin' sick. They're about to remake it with Leonardo DiCaprio. I couldn't be more fired up for that. So yeah, I'm going Heat. I just think it's the coolest movie
Good call.
ever.
Good call. This is fun, guys.
Yeah.
I'm enjoying this.
Was that their first time doing a movie together? I think
It was their, and then
it was, right?
the diner scene was their first scene together.
Okay.
Was that their first scene?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, like in a movie. I thought you meant that they shot in the.
Oh no, I don't know about
together.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, they can't go wrong with Heat.
I would say I just would also recommend, if anybody needs a good like Hollywood autobiography, Pacino's book.
Is it good? I haven't read it.
He reads it.
Oh, I got it.
Amazing.
And you also half the time he throws in like ad libs where you're like, wait a minute, he didn't write like, well, anyway, I don't know, but you know, there's it's like he's just talking.
I love
Hilarious.
it. That sounds cool.
Yeah, Heat's one of those movies where when you start, it's a long movie, but when you start watching it, you have to finish it every time. Even if you've seen it, you have to finish the whole thing because it's that good.
Yeah, every scene is good.
Yeah,
And it's so bad. They're just such cool guys.
Yeah, it's great.
Kate
LA.
Manalini,
Great
the
LA
favorite
movie.
that I used that restaurant to Hollywood.
Oh yeah, Kate
and it
Manalini
got torn down. The
That's
scene
gone,
where
huh?
Pacino and De Niro are having that meal. It was at a restaurant. It's
On Wilshire.
It's on Wilshire and Doheny on the corner. And
Oh,
it was-
really?
Yeah.
That was kind of
It was
close to me.
it was an old LA like
It was like it was an
Standby.
iconic restaurant.
lunch place, right?
Yeah.
Kind of.
By
the way, did I tell you I went to the Polo Lounge?
nice.
Yes,
And?
for Candy's birthday. Strider
did
set
you
it
get
up.
a souffle?
We got the souffle.
Good man.
Yeah, sat in a booth. She got the chicken parm.
Did you valet your car?
Yeah, it was all Strider. Oh, they're all like all Striders.
I mean, you must be so famous there because when I go in, they know that I know Strider,
Right, right,
and
yeah.
they take care of me. But you must have been.
They were very sweet. Yeah, it was.
I love going in there. Just
Yeah, it's such a great vibe.
Can we get Strider? Can we get him to call in today?
100%,
Oh, we could get him to judge, too.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
get Strider.
yeah.
Let's try and
yeah.
get
We'll do a
Strider to
three-way
judge.
call.
I miss him. I miss him.
Yeah. We
Why are
wanted
you
him in
putting
for...
those on? Am I doing something wrong?
No, because you mentioned call, and then we normally listen for calls,
okay,
and my
gotcha,
brain
okay.
misfired that we were doing the call
Okay,
now.
gotcha, okay,
but I didn't even know. That's why I didn't until you asked me about
thank
it.
you. Okay,
just
good.
automatically putting the
That's
cans
awesome.
on.
Awesome.
Just
Okay.
ready to rock.
All right, here we go. I'll go with my number 2 pick. And again, haven't seen the original, but I can guarantee that this one's better. Is Thomas Crown Affair.
Oh,
Oh wow!
good,
Such a
call.
good pick.
Renee Russo.
Renee Russo.
Oh my god!
I didn't think anybody was going to grab it. I thought
In all
I'd get
her-
it.
That is so
She's
good.
glorious in
all her
that
glory.
movie. When he's on the ground crawling to her and she's like pouring champagne on his
Yeah.
ass with that cute haircut.
Yeah.
Come
Oh
on.
god!
Yeah, no, and Pierce is prime
is-
Pierce.
Epic movie.
I
Yeah,
tried to
and
watch the original one time.
I've heard that. Yeah, that
sucks.
That I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Yeah, it's. I
Not to be a hater, but it does suck.
It's about as good as, just in terms of like a fun romp, I'll call it. You can't really beat it. There's not like a lot of. Not a lot like going on depth wise. I guess he's sort of like an adrenaline freak who has to learn how to settle down, but that's all you need, you know? It's like a little story.
I mean, he's got a lot going for him, so it's a big leap for him to settle down. Like, he's a cool. He's about as cool as it gets in that movie.
That's true.
It's one of my favorite movies. I watch it with my parents all the time. I love it. And the robberies are so cool with the Centerman and stuff. It's all cut so beautifully.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that movie. And who directed? Is it Frankenheimer?
No,
I don't know.
I don't think it was Frankenheimer. Who directed it? John
McTiernan.
McTiernan.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
Great one.
Nice.
All right. Do I get 2 or just 1?
You get 2, bro.
I get 2? Okay.
Oh, look at that.
All right.
Snaky.
My number 2 pick, I haven't seen the original as well, but it's a banger of a movie. Good Western. I'm going to go with True Grit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
I mean, Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Powerhouse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Matt Damon's role is so fun.
Yeah.
Jeff Bridges, you can never go wrong with Jeff Bridges. Coen brothers, just an elite combo there. Great movie.
The only thing I will say to you,
Yes.
I'm not being a hater,
No, hate away.
but
Let's make
John
it
Wayne
spicy.
in a Western
Right.
is as iconic as anything in the movie business could be.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, Cary Grant in a comedy. Do you know, like there are these things that are seminal to our business.
Right.
And not every movie that John Wayne made is great.
Right.
But that one was.
It's a good call, and
I'm just saying that. I'm not trying
it's a
to
good
sway.
ding.
I just want to speak my piece.
It's a good ding,
Okay.
and you know, I haven't seen the original, so you know, I made this choice without the proper education behind it, but proper research. But you know,
You got the Coen brothers, brother.
I got the
Yeah.
Coen brothers.
of
I
course.
speak from my experience watching the movie. I loved it. So I'm gonna go with True Grit, but that's a good call. I mean, I gotta watch some John Wayne.
And
He's
Barry
so
Pepper was
good.
Oh, yeah. Barry Pepper.
John Wayne
He was rocking the shit in
so
that
good
one.
in westerns. He is America.
Yeah.
Like it's just
But this is that's what I want Coen brothers doing. I want them doing movies like that, big westerns with big stars.
Right.
I
Some
miss that.
action.
Yeah, me
Some
too.
action, you know.
Rather than like a serious man, like getting like more heady and like into
exactly.
kind of
Give me No Country for Old Men. Give me True
Right.
Grit.
Don't you? I wish I could be just like a grizzled guy for a day.
me too.
You know,
You look
just
great
like
with the
a,
5 o'clock shadow.
just yeah. Come on,
I made a lot of mistakes, brother, and I realized I gotta get things were getting away from me in a way that I couldn't control. When I don't control, I lash out. I hurt people. But I figured that out. I'm gonna make the same mistake in about a month, but I figured that out right here.
When I hurt my wife, I realized I need to get closer to God. And when I got close to God, and when I get close to God, that's what a man is.
God is in her. Yeah.
Dude, that would be 10 years from now. We're just grizzled dudes. We should start making that transition.
You might have to
now.
make more mistakes, brother, if you're trying to get
I'm gonna
grizzled.
start making some
dog.
mistakes.
You've lived a pretty clean life, dude.
Yeah, I'm
You
gonna-
need to carry some real shame.
Yeah. I'm gonna
You're
start.
wrestling with
Yeah,
shit.
you feel a little light to me right
Yeah, I'm
now,
gonna start
brother.
smoking darts and
We
just.
need some demons.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. I'm gonna move. You know, I'm gonna move downtown here and just get. No, I need to move out west. Or I need,
You need to
out.
move up like to a mountain town. you know?
Mountain town.
Yeah, give me with Roughnecks.
Yeah,
You got to be doing some jobs. Yeah.
I'm in Wyoming and going deep.
Who is Cream Jeans? He's got strong opinions that I like.
Oh, he gets in here. He gets fired up.
Oh, I love his opinions though. I mean, he's right. The best John Wayne movie is The Searchers. If you're going to watch a John Wayne movie.
Yeah, he does know his
That's
stuff.
true.
Yeah.
He
Anyway,
misses
I'm sorry. Is it my choose? I get confused.
Chad's
I
got
get
one
two.
more.
Chad's got
Oh,
another.
okay,
Yeah.
right. That's right.
All right. All right. For this next pick, let's see. Man, this is tough. Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with horror. I'm gonna go with a horror film.
I know what you're going to say.
I think. Here's the thing. The '80s one I haven't seen. So,
That's okay.
So I don't know if I can pick.
What's
that
interesting
one.
about you? Why can't you pick it?
Well, no, I'm locked in. Well,
Well, no, I'm not saying
I haven't seen it.
I'm not trying to convince you, but
What's
let me tell you
happening
something.
here?
The 80s film is a TV movie,
Yeah.
and it's fine, but the film was incredible, I thought.
I don't know if we're thinking the same. Here, okay. I'm just my original pick. I'm gonna stick to my guns. Maybe we're thinking the same thing. I'm gonna go with The Ring.
Oh, that's not what I was thinking of.
Yeah,
Ringo.
The Ring.
Ringo.
Ring captured my childhood.
Yep.
You know, I mean, scary girl with long black hair walking through the TV. I think the Japanese, they definitely know how to make horror, and I think the Ring, just, it was one of those movies. It was kind of like Blair Witch Project, where, you know, it made you feel like at the end you're like, or because they show the tape and you're like, am I cursed now? And that's kind of,
whoa.
That was back in the day where everyone was like,
Can I say that I think that for horror especially, when you can show an audience something they haven't seen before,
yes,
that sticks with them. Like The Grudge is also a remake that no one's going to reference here, but the fist coming out of her head was everything. The Ring, the girl coming out of the TV was so iconic. Yeah. And nothing like that had been seen. And if that shot had looked poor, the movie wouldn't have worked. But because that shot looks so good, everyone remembers it. It's a great choice. I thought you were going to say a different movie.
I did too. We can talk about it after if it doesn't get picked.
Exactly. That's fine.
Dude, I got to do a quick jag too. I get so dispirited by the economic reality of any industry, but specifically entertainment, where there's a TV show right now where Naomi Watts, one of the great prestige actresses of my life, is below on the call sheet to Kim Kardashian.
I know. I'm well aware of that. Yeah. All's Fair? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
She's below Kim. She's in All's Fair?
Yeah, like Kim's the star, and it's got like Glenn Close and Naomi
it's
Watts
got a
on
radical
it.
cast.
And you're like, like Kim's making the calls?
Yeah. That's tough.
Buzzkill, dude.
That's tough.
I mean, I love Naomi Watts, even though I said her name kind of wrong the first time.
I love her too.
I'm a huge fan of hers.
What's not to love?
She's amazing.
Yeah. All right, who's up
Okay.
Kevin.
Number 3, I'm going to go... Okay, so this is a remake of a TV show. We mentioned it before, but it does make me very happy, and I think it was one of the last comedies I saw that really made me laugh, and that's 21 Jump Street.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. For sure.
Damn it.
Because, I mean, I feel like that was Jonah Hill and Channing Tatum at the height of their...
And super producer Neil Moritz.
And super producer Neil Moritz.
Yeah.
And Lord and Miller, kind of like, that was their big
Such a funny movie. There should be more. There should be more.
Ice Cube
it's a shame.
coming in strong.
Ice Cube in that movie is next level.
Yeah.
One of the great movies. I love that movie. I got a little beef with this pick, though, doggy. Do you mind if I come at you a little bit?
Come at me, bro.
All right, brother. If it's a TV show to a movie, is that a remake or an adaptation?
An adaptation. Now that, you know what? You're
you guys
probably right.
you guys make the rules there.
No, we never disquify any picks.
Okay.
Yeah, it's up to the audience. Aaron will decide.
Aaron will decide.
That I see it. I see it. But I was like, you know what? I'm going with what makes me happy. It felt like it was a reimagining in a way that some of these other ones are. I guess I think of it as reimaginings. You know, you have a source text and I feel like almost all of these are adaptations of a kind.
It's a totally different kind of genius.
Kevin, let me ask you a
21
question.
Jump Street movie.
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
Could there be Anaconda if there was not 21 Jump Street? Because it was a different genre.
No.
It was a different genre.
It was the same. Our movie, it was the same. Where it was like, okay, take something that's
exists in one world and
reimagine it. But my clapback would be, is not remaking the same as adapting.
Right.
That would be
it is the same process.
The same thing. Like you're taking a source text and you're
better than me, dog.
And you're making it your own. That's.
I have to get squashed by your expertise there, dog. I accept that, Kevin. I've been dominated.
No, but 21 Jump Street, man. Yeah.
It's such a funny movie. All right, I'm up.
All right.
Dudes, I think this is crazy. You guys let this slide to me. This movie, I don't know if anyone has picked in this genre yet. I'm going family movie.
Nice.
And I'm going with one of the most popular films of my childhood and the birth of a star. One that burned bright and then kind of faded away. But
good for you.
No kid could throw it down like this gal. She had all the chops, all the talent, megawatt.
Still does.
Sorry, man. I'm going with none other than The Parent Trap.
Yeah, good call.
Oh, nice.
Good call.
Good pick.
I think
very nice.
Yeah, and in a different genre than what we've been talking about, and looms large in everyone's movie vernacular. Yeah, I like that. That's a great one, and I love the original one.
I've never seen it, but I guess it was the
It's
same
really
deal
good.
where they.
It's good.
It was one of the first movies where they had one person play two.
It was really good.
I can't believe they pulled that off.
Yeah, that was really good. Nice. So, do I pick two now?
You picked two.
Okay, my first one, and these are my last two. Right? Am I done?
You're done after this.
Okay,
Choose
so
carefully. Think about what Aaron would think.
okay, so here I'm. Okay, my next pick. My next pick is listen. I'm the biggest Tom Cruise fan in the world. I love Tom Cruise. I've loved everything Tom Cruise has done pretty much.
Okay, this
pretty
is
much.
interesting.
Pretty much. And when I saw War of the Worlds, I was blown away by that.
That's
I
a good
thought,
one.
and you get Tom Cruise.
Yep.
And you got which Dakota Fanning? It's Dakota or Al Fanning in it.
I think it's Dakotas.
The visual effects were groundbreaking in that movie. You hadn't seen stuff like that before. Tom Cruise runs really well in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's at the peak running.
Cruise.
Yeah. So that's my
Spielberg,
pick.
right?
Now, here's the thing, guys. Can I talk out my next pick with you, or can I talk this out?
Yeah, 100, brother.
Why are you saying no, Kevin?
I'm joking. Go on.
Because here's the thing. I feel like, as someone who has made so many remakes, how could I not pick one of my own films? Mm-hmm. But there is another movie on my list that is a better movie than my film. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to pick my film, but I'm going to say it out loud so that you know that I'm thinking about it.
Just so, is this a promotional idea?
Yes, it is.
Okay,
It's promotional.
Okay, good.
I loved the Friday the 13th that we made. I just loved that film. I thought we had really creative deaths, and I loved it. And sadly, if I had a fifth pick, that would go there. But my fourth pick is going to fit into what we've been talking about here, and I'm going with Cape Fear.
Oh.
I loved Robert De Niro. Was it Max Cady? Was that the character he played? In Cape Fear, I think it was terrifying. He got so ripped and tatted for the movie. And it scared me. And there, again, I'm always someone who responds to an iconic scene in a movie. And when he's in the movie theater laughing, it was terrifying to me. And so that movie has stayed with me. If you haven't seen it, you have to see it. It's so good. And the original was fine.
And him under the car.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Iconic.
Max Cady.
Look at him.
yeah.
And it kind of little John Bernthal-y
Oh,
Shia LaBeouf
very.
sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very.
Bernthal would kill that movie today.
Yeah.
Great pick. And I gotta say, more promo. Last year, Candy and I were watching all of Platinum Dune's movies. And you gotta watch Friday the 13th.
It's really
awesome.
good.
Yeah.
But I couldn't pick it over Cape Fear.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You have a great list
Thank you.
with great filmmakers. You got the Palms, you got Spiels, you got Scores.
I
Yeah.
hope Aaron sees it that or Strider.
Yeah, we got to call them both.
Strider would be an interesting
Can we
judge.
pause for just 1 second while I go relieve myself, or do you guys want to go in?
No, keep going. We'll keep chatting. And then,
Okay, I'll be right back. Sorry, guys.
You can pick your brain a little bit, Kev, if you
yeah.
got time. So you also wrote on the new Beverly Hills Cop movie.
Yeah.
What was when you're writing on a movie like that has such like a big history to it and is such like a big cultural touchstone?
Yeah.
Do you feel pressure when you're writing on that?
Well, I'll give you the quick version of how we got involved in that, which is cool because it feels like it's like an old, almost like 80s, 90s thing that used to happen and doesn't happen that much anymore, which is that we knew the people at Bruckheimer, the producers there, Melissa Reed, who was like the main producer handling that film, and they were like 6 weeks out from shooting, and they didn't like the script enough that they had, and so they called us and were like, we're looking to hire people to come in on a weekly basis and just rewrite the script until we start shooting, and then as we start shooting as well. And so I was like so pumped because I'm like, oh, I've heard of like guys that used to do this, and we got hired on like a 2-week tryout because they pay you well because they're so like they're
under the gun.
They're fucked. Yeah, they're like under the gun. At that point, they didn't have a couple actors cast yet because the roles weren't feeling like
Kept changing and stuff.
well, yeah, and they just couldn't get actors to do it yet because it was the actors weren't biting on.
The script was undercooked, so people were like, I don't want to play that part.
Had been reworked so much that we couldn't. So we got brought in, and so we got to go through this whole process with them of rewriting the script. And it's kind of a great thing where I didn't leave. We would just go to Tom's apartment, and every day somebody would call us and be like, you need to rewrite this. And be like, okay, cool. Rewrite, here you go. We like this. Eddie doesn't like this part. Redo this.
And they're shooting it like that.
I'll give you a quick, so part of it was we got brought on for those first 6 weeks. We rewrote a bunch of the parts and then started helping get the actors cast. So that kept getting us hired for more weeks. And then, as they're shooting, it was like Eddie wouldn't like something, change this, change that, and then you would just keep sending. We were just on the phone with the director and the producers all day long from our houses, sending pages in, which is great. It's like zero pressure. It's all upside, and
it's fast. You're getting feedback.
Right away. You're getting it. So you had to just be on call, and it was sort of like working on a TV show where it was just like, no, we don't like this. We need 5 more options for Eddie jokes here. So it was like very low stake. I mean, very high stakes for the director because he had to handle Eddie Murphy, who also has strong opinions, as he should, but we were just kind of like the guys going, hey, here you go. I don't know. I think this is pretty funny. And he had to go sell it to Eddie, So I was like, but those jobs, as Brad probably knows, it's like those jobs don't exist anymore.
That sounds like a perfect job.
It was. It was.
Because you weren't on set. Being on set is a different situation. It's so stressful.
Yeah.
And when Eddie Murphy's looking at you and saying, come up with something funny.
Yeah.
That would not be.
It was nice to have the whatever, here you go. I mean, takes all the in-your-faceness out of it.
Did you get to meet Eddie?
We were supposed to go have lunch, and then somebody got COVID or something. And, but I have Zoom pictures of me, like a big table read, and Eddie Murphy's in one corner and I'm down here in another. So
that's cool.
That's cool.
He feels. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, did you see the doc? Did you watch the Eddie Murphy doc?
No, I haven't seen it.
It's great.
Yeah.
I got to see that.
It's great.
I do need to see that too.
I want to see that.
I thought him with Jerry Seinfeld was a good. Have you seen that?
That was good.
That like
comedians in cars.
You kind of get inside his.
Yeah, comedians in cars.
But I mean, I will say some of the coolest things I've seen are watching Eddie Murphy say jokes that I wrote.
Yeah.
And really, if he decides to sell them, you're like, God damn, nobody's.
I was thinking about, because I was like, dude, that must be the biggest comedy star ever. You grow up, you're watching him. He's the most talented guy ever, and now he's doing your words.
Yeah, no, it was cool.
That's
and the whole quickly, we can stop talking about this, but the whole opening of the film, because Bruckheimer is a big hockey fan, and I grew up playing hockey, and I love hockey. The whole opening 10 minutes is at a Detroit Red Wings game. So when we had to pitch on it, I was like, I had all these hockey pitches ready, which did weirdly end up in the movie. So it was like,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's so cool.
It was great.
One last, did you ever play in the Bruckheimer hockey games?
I have not. That's like my career goal.
This is legendary in Hollywood that Jerry Bruckheimer loves hockey. He runs hockey games, and there's 2 leagues and 4 teams, and I remember an agent we knew got bumped up a division. That was a big deal. And then it's a big deal when one of his 8 assistants gets to manage the coordination of the hockey game. It's
our producing partner on the movie, Andrew Form, did that job for Jerry Bruckheimer. He was Don Simpson's assistant, and he organized that hockey game, and he would play in it, right? I mean, drew out all sorts of great stories.
Because my kid plays hockey now, and I coach at the Kings rink at the Toyota Center downtown. Jerry Bruckheimer has his own locker room. And so you go in, you go in and you're like, and it's all Bruckheimer, Cuba Gooding Jr.
Cuba's always
people who are in there.
Cuba plays hockey?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow. Hockey is so fun.
It is really fun.
I love hockey.
Yeah.
I wish I had stuck with it.
All right, I'm up with my last pick. You guys, everybody's crushed it. Just good movies all around. You know what? I'm going to go for the dub. I'm going to go with what I think was the horror movie that Chad had been thinking of. I'm going with The Thing. Based off The Thing from Another World. John Carpenter movie. I actually saw it for the first time a couple years ago. Just the body horror of it and the practical effects, the crazy looking animals, crazy cool shit. So super fired up that I get it. And it was a great movie. And it's got my boy Kurt Russell in it. I love that guy.
It's a great Aaron pick because Aaron loves John Carpenter.
Oh, see, now you tell me that.
Well, I totally forgot until he said it.
Whatever.
And you know what? I was like, I can't pick this because I've only seen like 5 minutes of it. So it's a great pick, though.
Yeah, that is. I was right there with that. But I'm going to go, and I just was researching, and I didn't realize it was a remake, but I figured it out today that True Lies.
What?
Whoa, I didn't know that.
Oh, was it like a French movie or something?
Yeah. It was
That's
a French film.
amazing. I did not know that. Good work. That's good. That's really
original,
good.
But
yeah, that's a good one.
Great pick.
Pretty perfect.
Really out of nowhere, by the way.
You got a lot of fun, sexy movies on your list.
I do have a kind of a brand there. Arnold, kind of one of my favorite Arnold performances.
So good. Everything about that movie is good. It's a genre bender. It's a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
With the best
action
action
you've
you've
ever
ever
hold
seen.
Together, like it feels like it could go stupid or silly or spoofy, and they keep it
no, that's a great
real
call.
enough.
Yeah, and Paxton is so funny in it.
Yeah.
I got a little dick, man. It's pathetic.
Yeah.
And Tom Arnold was like,
so good.
He's so good in it.
Yeah.
Him and Arnold are still boys, right?
I guess I don't.
All right.
That's what I hear.
Now I was gonna go with a movie that I do love, but this one has stuck with me. I've rewatched it multiple times, and it's a heist movie. It's sexy. It's fun. It's cool. The Italian Job.
Great call.
Oh, yeah.
Mark Wahlberg, Charlize.
Yep. Great cast. I mean, epic.
Donald Sutherland gets killed, and your heart breaks. And then at the end, when Mark Wahlberg's holding Charlize and they're in a boat, and it's like, it's what it's all about.
Who directed that? I can't think of who directed The Italian Job.
Gary Gray. Who did like Straight Outta Compton,
that's
right?
interesting. Yeah.
Now, what's very strange is that
the right guy?
Tom Gormican and I have a meeting this week.
Remake?
Really?
I mean, not, like very early days.
Who's producing
it?
It's Donald DeLine.
How does that help me?
I don't know.
He's a great guy, though.
He's great.
He's such a good guy.
Him.
No, I know Donald DeLine.
Yeah.
He's a great guy.
Yeah.
Well, without giving too much away, do you have an angle on it?
We have an angle, and it's totally different it's like a total different story from, it's just like the vibes are similar. And then it would be a completely
So just
different,
like big heist, like big
heist,
fun
yes.
heist.
That'd be so
some version
fun.
of that.
That's really fun.
And
Yeah,
are you
it's
bringing back is Edward
no
Norton
idea.
coming back?
No, I mean, all like TBD.
I feel like you're
But I think it's
Is
more.
Frankie G coming back?
Oh, of course.
Would you have the scene at the end where he's holding the girl? He's like,
Yeah.
It's the devil inside me I don't trust. That's a great pick. Well, I'm excited for that now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
I think people are going to be fired up for it.
Look, that's who knows.
The Mini Coupe. What about the Mini Coupes?
Oh yeah, the Mini Coupe feels like
that was so
integral.
cool.
That
Right?
does feel
Yeah,
like the
that
character
does.
that you have to keep.
I was gonna pick, which I didn't know was a remake, Scent of a Woman.
Oh, I
That's
didn't
a
know that
It's
was
a
a
remake
remake.
of an Italian film.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I go through a couple? Can I go through one that I want to talk about?
Rip 'em, brother.
And what were you thinking when I picked The Ring?
I thought you were going to pick It.
Oh, right, yeah.
I thought you guys. I
you
thought
go.
someone was going to take It, which is a great one. But the one that I didn't pick early on, and it was such a seminal film to me, and I bet none of you have seen it, and that's why I didn't pick it, is Heaven Can Wait with Warren Beatty.
Oh, I like that movie.
I loved that movie, and it was much better than the original, and it was kind of similar. But I'm glad I didn't pick it because I don't know why.
Is that Hal Ashby?
No, Heaven Can Wait might have been directed by Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
Oh,
His first,
whoa.
yeah, it was his first.
He's a
movie
good director.
He's a very good director. He's a super talented dude, obviously, and
in a lot of different ways, too.
yeah, exactly. But that movie just, I don't know. I felt like that's a really good one. And the other one that I wanted to talk about just briefly is King Kong.
Oh, that was good. That was my other one. I like that
2003?
No, well, yes, but I mean, there was the Jessica Lange, and then there was the Jack Black,
Black and Naomi Watts.
So yeah, so I thought
that's a good one.
That was something that I didn't pick it, but what do you think Aaron would have thought of that?
I think you would have liked it.
Well, maybe if Strider now is judging.
Yeah,
you have a great list. So
I think all these lists are great.
They're great.
I think this is really hard. I mean, I was a judge once. I forgot what I judged for.
I can't remember.
It's very hard.
Oh yeah.
That's the hard job. Picking is the easy job.
Yeah, and Aaron gets a lot of flack from the internet.
He does.
He does?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
The
people get
internet
It's not an easy job.
Yeah, they go out. They dox him. They're like, this is where Aaron lives.
Yeah.
No, what's a dox? Is it dox?
It's where like people online like reveal like your address and where you live.
So that everybody can go fuck with you.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Aaron literally has to wear it. It's like he's in like ice. He has to wear a mask in public.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
stuff.
Okay.
And we had to
that.
black out his face on all our previous podcasts.
Really?
Yeah, and when he
Wow.
speaks, it's in like a, it's like,
Right.
oh, my judgment for this.
I choose.
He was kind of derivative.
Well, no, so we appreciate Aaron's service. It's not easy.
No, it's not an
being
easy
elected
thing.
official, being a judge of any kind these days.
Are we putting on headphones? It seems like headphones are going on.
Yeah, just so we can hear. Brad, last time you came on here, I asked you of the new batch of male movie stars who you thought was the top guy, and you went with Chalamet. And this was before A Complete Unknown, and this was before Marty Supreme. Have you ever seen a young actor pitch a more perfect game coming out of the gates than Chalamet?
Chalamet is killing it. There is no doubt about it. And it's hard for me to say because his movies are opening opposite ours, and I'm a competitive guy, as you can tell. But he's nailing it. He's just nailing it consistently.
It looks like Marty Supreme is going to be unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
It's okay.
Oh, you guys are really the same day. Sorry.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
There's room for...
That's right. There's room.
Barbenheimer kind of situation.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yes. So.
Okay. We've got The Departed, True Grit, The Ring, The Italian Job.
Great list.
I like that it's only 4. It's makes it easier. Ocean's 11, The Thomas Crown Affair, 21 Jump Street, True Lies. And then we have A Star is Born, Heat, The Parent Trap, The Thing.
That's strong.
And then Scarface, Casino Royale, War of the Worlds, Cape Fear. Good list. Good list. Now, what were the qualifications? Was it okay that some are remaking a TV show?
We had that discussion.
Okay.
And
everyone was cool with it?
It's up to you, Aaron.
Yeah, we said it's up to you.
I don't want to grade against it if everyone's like, oh, that's fine.
No, we didn't say that. We just said we're leaving it up to you.
Great.
My argument is that any remake is a form of interpretation, is a form of adaptation.
Sure, of course.
So that was the discussion.
I wouldn't argue against that.
Thank you.
Okay.
The qualification is, does it make you cream?
Well, ultimately, that's all that matters.
Exactly.
All right. I think I'm ready to rule.
Wow.
I do have some questions, though. I just have.
Oh no.
What is Heat a remake of?
It was a made-for-TV film called L.A. Takedown.
Oh yeah, it's the remake of Michael Mann's own stuff. Yes.
Yes,
okay.
which was feature
Cool.
length.
It was out of my head for a second, but you're right. It is.
It's hard to remember because the remake was so powerful.
Of course. And the original was a TV movie. What are you gonna do? Okay, I think I know. I think for my fourth, I'm gonna go The Departed, True Grit, The Ring, and The Italian Job.
Okay.
Yeah, nice ruling, Aaron.
I mean, The Departed won overall. Like, what are we doing here? It's not even Scorsese's best, and I'm not a big Scorsese guy. But I digress. All right, the next 3 are pretty tight, but I think I'm gonna go. And I know one of the stars of it, so I hate to say this, but I think I'm going to go 3 because I didn't really like 21 Jump Street. I'm going Ocean's 11, Thomas Crown Affair, 21 Jump Street, True Lies. True Lies, great fourth pick.
Thank you.
That we had a long discussion about how great a pick that is.
Yeah. It's like a remake of a French TV show? I forget. Whatever. Anyway, so now down to tour 1. The Thing at 4 is great. Even knowing Heat's a remake is great. The Parent Trap in there's a little bit sticky.
A little sticky.
And then you got Scarface, which is a phenomenal remake of a movie that no one's seen and incorporates elements of it, which is cool. Casino Royale, cool. War of the Worlds, hey, what was that, a radio play? Come on. Cape Fear, great fourth pick. I think I'm going to go 2, A Star is Born, Heat, Parent Trap Thing. Number 1, Scarface, Casino Royale.
There we go.
Brad is undefeated.
You win every time, dude.
Aaron,
Undefeated.
Thank you, Aaron. I worked very hard on that, and I really struggled with some of my picks, and I'm glad that you feel as strongly about them as I do.
Yeah, I think as a foursome, that is stronger, even though Heat and The Thing are 2 of my favorite movies. But as a foursome, I think yours is the strongest.
Aaron, I gotta say, you're being a little bit more harsh on this, and I love it.
I like it too.
He's harsh. He's I don't know if it's the holidays or what's going on, but Aaron, you're like Judge Judy right now.
No, there's a decisiveness to this that I appreciate.
And his logic is so sound with all the movies he chose.
Yeah.
It's just amazing.
Even though you picked me 4th, I love that beating. I did.
And I love that you love it.
Thanks, Aaron.
Wow, look at that.
So who is drafting? I don't even know who's drafting and what list there were.
So we got Brad Fuller and Kevin Etten on. Kevin wrote Anaconda and Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, and he made Anaconda with Brad.
Thank you.
Love it. That's awesome. So Brad won. That's great.
Yeah,
Brad
thank
won.
you. Thank you for choosing those great films. The one thing I was expecting you to say, which you didn't say, was to talk about the directors of my 4 choices, because I think it's a wide swath of fine directors.
Certainly. I mean, you got Spielberg and De Palma in there.
That's right.
Of course, I mean, what the hell?
I know.
Yeah.
But no one really said anything about that, and I was hoping that would resonate with you. It resonates with me.
You needed this win today, didn't you?
I did. Badly.
You did. Okay.
Badly.
Well, good.
Very badly. I'm broken down.
You're in the pressure cooker, brother. But you still come in with the good vibes and you get the dub, dude.
Because you were thinking about A-list directors. You're thinking about you're curating. Yeah. Okay.
I last night at dinner with Mrs. Fuller, I didn't talk to her. I was figuring out my list. So
my dream is that
Now, do we know who directed The Parent Trap by any chance?
Well, Mark Waters directed a remake of it. Am I right about that? But
wow, that's a good pull if you got it.
Let's see if I'm right.
Oh, Nancy Myers, bro, come on.
Oh, it was Nancy Myers. Okay.
She's got her own section at Blockbuster. She's a big deal.
Yeah.
Kitchen porn. She invented kitchen porn.
Usually,
Have you ever watched
usually much older.
If you watch your wife watch a Nancy Myers movie, it's a...
Watch me
we're
watch
more
it.
of a Nora Ephron now.
Are you a renovations guy?
I'm a Nancy Myers guy. I mean,
I love that.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's fantastic.
My
Super
fiance
talented.
always wants to do renovations, so I can't watch Nancy Myers with her because I know she can be like, we need an island in the kitchen. I'm like, babe, no. No, please,
Come
no.
on.
No, turn it off, please.
This is so fun to do these drafts. I love it.
Aaron, thank you, brother.
Aaron, thank you. Thank you very much.
Glad I could help.
Thanks, Aaron.
Brad, what a dub, dude.
Yeah.
You come in and you show us what's up every time.
Come on, stop.
Brad,
true.
Brad, look
undefeated.
at what Cream Jean said.
What did he say?
Brad is king.
Oh, Brad is king. There you go.
Yeah, you guys won over Cream Jeans in the end, which is usually the way it goes.
He was questioning the release strategy around Anaconda, which
Why? I missed that. What did he say?
he said it felt more like a spring summer movie.
Interesting.
I'm saying this somewhat facetiously that you guys are catching rounds from the chat. I'm sure you had more insightful strategy than we got. But
Sony's they've done some research as well, and they came up with that.
I'm excited, guys. If you're at home, you go to the movies over Christmas, bring the whole family. go see Anaconda. These guys are great guys. They're talented guys. It's going to be a great flick. So make sure you go out there and check it out.
What date is it coming out? It's coming out on December 25th.
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day.
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm going too. I'll be in Reno.
Thank you.
I'll be in Key
going.
West. I'm going.
I'm bringing. I've got my fiance's family. We're all going.
I love it. You're
Yeah.
gonna have a great time.
Good for the whole family.
I feel like we're wrapping up, so I do want to say, boys, thank you for always having me in whenever something's happening. I love coming here. It's a safe place. I'm always frothing when I come in and feeling even more so when I leave.
Yeah,
You are a Hollywood dad, dude.
Yeah.
You make us feel safe in this unsure world.
It is an unsure world for sure.
Kevin, you were a great addition. Great vibe.
You're awesome, man.
Great dude.
Thank you. No,
You're part of the squad.
I am a fan, so this was awesome.
You're both so
fun.
successful, and you're so like laid back and easy to talk to.
No, Brad's a monster. If
Stop
you get
it.
him along.
I know, but he hides it so well. It's brilliant, dude. I really.
Can
that's
I
the part I admire the
one
most.
Brad story?
You can tell a million.
Yeah,
Okay.
go. Let's go.
Brad is the most polite, nicest man. Always is aware of how everyone feels in a room and checking in and being really good. And I've never seen him be mean to anybody. But we were at the very end of our making the movie process. Are you sure?
Yes, I don't care.
Because it's so against type. And we had to lock the movie this day. And someone who had helped out with the movie a little bit, but was not a part of it, came in to the editing room as we were literally trying to finish by 5 o'clock. And it was very high pressure. And this person who had been involved very slightly, but was not involved, came in because he wanted to say hello and chat. And so we were kind of indulging it for a second, but we were all in our minds thinking like, get the fuck out of here. We have to get to work. And then Brad finally looked up at him and sort of, the guy was mid-sentence. He goes, okay, bye-bye.
Not my proudest moment, but I was feeling the pressure.
We cut this out.
No, you.
And I liked it. You were producing.
No,
you were producing.
That guy had to get out of the
He
other
had to
room.
get out of there.
We had work to do.
So for the next, like the 2 weeks after that, everyone in the office would just go, okay, bye-bye.
That's awesome.
I think that's actually nice. He didn't even say anything mean.
No,
You just were like,
he did it in the kindest way
well,
possible.
I wouldn't say it was the
Not
kindest. It was a little. There was some edge to it,
Bye-bye.
but I had to get him out.
And
Anyway.
Brad, as a producer and also just a genuinely nice person, do you is there a moments where you have to like turn it on, where you got to kind of be a hard ass? Do you find that difficult, or is that an easy mode to access, or do you just not really have to go to that place that often?
No, I think you do have to go to you have to be able to go to that place.
Yeah.
But if you go to that place every day, it has no meaning when you finally do.
Right.
So I think you have to pick your moments. Maybe that was not the best moment to pick, but
No,
it was
it was.
perfect. It was
We
perfect
all
at
wanted
the
to
time.
do it.
But like on set, I try not to ever lose my shit.
Yeah.
I try just to bang my head against the wall and not let anyone know I'm doing it. It's easier that way, because I think when people are relying on you to be in control, if you're out of control, that's probably a bad look. That's the way I've always felt.
Right.
so you're conscious that like when people look at you, they need to feel like a steadying force.
Yes, I am.
It definitely is, yeah.
That's sick.
And by the way, guys, we've talked about it here. I've worked with a lot of maniacs, so I come by this through experience. This isn't the way it started, I imagine, but that's how it is now.
Kristen Stewart's in the news right now because she said only men go method acting because for them it's a way to reclaim some masculinity, because acting is inherently submissive. And like dudes can't handle that, especially when they're successful. So they're like, oh, well, I'm going to like break some stuff on set so people know I'm like a gorilla. In your experience, tougher to deal with, actors or actresses?
Oh boy. I think it doesn't, genre doesn't matter. It's the human being. I mean, there are some horrible people out there who in my experience, and I think about this now, and this is a whole other show, but what ends up happening a lot is that really successful people then start surrounding themselves with people who insulate them and always say yes to them. And that just takes it logarithmically, makes it much worse when there is no exposure to the real world, where you're just surrounded by people who are lying to you, basically. And I've seen that, and it's terrifying, and it happens a lot.
How do you punch through that shield that they have?
I was not successful.
No, you just have to pick who you work with really carefully.
You do have to pick who you work with. Yeah. So, but
do a lot of research on whoever you're gonna cast.
Yeah,
it really is. It's all casting. Like it's like you just pick the right people who, Like
I'm going to just say this. I'm about to do a movie with Jason Segel. I am so excited because he is the loveliest person, thoughtful, kind, always working hard. I'm so excited that I want everyone else on set to be just like him, and that plays in my head when we're trying to cast the roles around him.
And so, number one on the call sheet does set the tempo.
Yes.
And is that a comedy?
It's a dark comedy.
Nice, dude.
dramedy.
Dramedy, I think. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's called The Sponsor for Apple.
Oh, it's called The Sponsor. Yeah, he told me he gave me a brief synopsis. It's great.
Can I hear the log line?
The log line is a guy has to go into AA and find a sponsor, and the guy he picks might not have been the perfect person for him to pick.
That happens.
Yeah.
And Kevin, as a writer, producer, have you found moments in the industry where you have to become a hard ass?
Kevin comes by it a little easier than I do.
Yeah, I mean, I think what I've found, and this is going to sound sort of Rick Rubin, like deep art talk, but like, I think of the movie as a child, and it's our job to protect the child, and not like what I like, oh, I love this joke for the movie. It's like, no, the movie doesn't want that joke in it. You know what I mean? It's like sort of removing ego and going, what does the movie need? But also sometimes as a parent to the movie, this sounds ridiculous, I know, but I really do think about it this way. It's like, oh no, I have to step in and like protect my child if I think a mistake is happening, if I think something is going off course, or the studio wants to do something that's way off course. And then it's like, oh, hold on, like.
But Kevin doesn't lose his temper, but he has an opinion.
Yeah, you just have to have like I think when
and
people
it's duty, you're duty bound.
Exactly.
You're not doing that out of ego.
No,
or
it's not
malice.
out of like what I like. It's just like, I think this is what we talked about, what the movie was going to be, and now it's what the movie is growing into. And so you just, I think but when people know that you're coming to it from that place and not like from a place of ego or anger or reaction, that they generally at least listen to you, and you can all kind of do it together. But
I like that mindset
too.
By the way,
smart.
I do want to say this out loud. That was the great part about Anaconda, because there was a studio involved, and then there was the four of us, the producing team, and I really feel at the end of this experience, I'm not sure I felt this way at the midway through, but at the end of we were all in this together. And it's not always that way. I felt like Sony and the executives on the film were solid for us, and they had opinions and we had opinions, and we would sit and talk it out. And it's not always like that.
It feels so challenging to get that many heads all pointing in the same direction.
It is. It's like herding cats. It's not an easy thing to do. And if you have a strong opinion yourself, that's another impediment to getting everyone to agree. Because if you feel there was a scene that I wanted, and then he wants a different scene, and I just kind of am agnostic at that point, and I'm trying to do what the audience is looking for us to accomplish. And
right, because if you contribute another idea, that's just creating this energy where everyone's like, okay, we're giving ideas right now. And you're like, actually, we need less ideas.
We need to satisfy what the audience is looking for.
And also that helps, I think, too, is especially if you're a new creator or something, where I think maybe, I think I certainly can fall into this trap of like, when you don't look at it that way as your child, you can be like, well, I want to make the studio happy, kind of, and that doesn't serve the product sometimes. So having that mindset is can help you stay on track.
They end up not wanting that, they end up being like, wow, this is what we wanted.
Sometimes people just have a note to have a note.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's like you gotta say something in the
meeting.
But
somehow it worked on this movie that we got through it, and everyone had their notes, and the movie's a better version than what we started with by far, wouldn't you? Right?
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it is like when I'll do this theorizing, but it's like you start making a movie, you write a script, and you think it's kind of this, and you have sort of some North Stars that you're guiding yourself towards. Like, this should be big and fun, and it should be scary when it's scary and really funny when it's really funny. And so you're kind of trying to keep that idea, but the characters should feel grounded and real. It shouldn't feel like a spoof or something. It should feel kind of more like that. We wanted it to feel like John Hughesy, like real people, you know, who are funny. So if you kind of have that idea in your head, but then as you go along and you see the movie develop, I think movies grow and change and become like, oh, this is actually broader and funnier than how we thought about it, maybe.
Yep.
Like we added a scene where Steve Zahn has to pee on Jack Black to like get rid of a bug bite. And I'm like, I probably wouldn't have written that into the first draft.
Right.
You see what the movie becomes and you're like, oh, okay, the movie wants this thing.
Yeah.
Doesn't want this.
So when you reflect back on like one of your movies that's come out, it's got to be like a child where you see it as like a baby and then you see it at the adult it became and like the choices it made that took it to this landing place. So is it like kind of, it's probably hard to just unapologetically like adore it because you know it in such a complex way.
It is, but I think it's I think you have to like accept it for what it is.
Like, just like parenting.
It's like your child. You're just like,
That's right.
It's not quite who I thought you were going to be, but
I would have loved you to go to this college, but you're doing good.
I wish you were a little bit more aggressive on the forecheck when you play against other 9-year-olds in hockey, but
but all in all, you're a good kid, and you're my kid.
I love you, and I have to accept you for who you are. But there's also like weird surprises, like, you know, where you're like, holy shit, like we cast Steve Zahn in the movie, who I was always a fan of, but he is so funny.
He went to Harvard. Did you guys go there at the same time?
No, he was, I think he was earlier. He was earlier,
okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he studied there. He studied acting there because he's a real, you know, he'd always go, man, he's so funny and can just like do anything, like can do real broad comedy, but he's like, no, man, you just got to play the truth of the scene. I mean, it's a little Bernthal.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like a huge surprise for me. Selton Mello.
Yeah.
Brazilian actor.
And you know, you guys have fully won over Cream Jeans, by the way.
Oh, really?
He's tough.
He's really
okay.
I could
Good.
listen to Brad talk forever.
Yeah, Steve's on perfect casting, and now he's
He's
yeah,
pitching ideas.
yeah.
He's
now
blown away by your guys' IMDb's.
And that means it's a good pod when you went over Cream Jeans.
Good.
That's nice.
Good.
Yeah.
How does he hear it now?
It's on Twitch.
This
streaming.
is live.
Oh, it is?
To a small portion of the audience that wants to check in and watch it live.
I love that.
That was amazing, guys. It was so great having you guys on here. It's such a
Appreciate
treat
it.
every time, Brad and Kevin. You were such a welcome addition to
Thank
the
you.
pod. So
Thanks for having
I
us.
love being here
great.
every time, boys. You know that.
Awesome.